this morning, and here in Sweden, and I think it's April 21, 2022. I think so. I don't care about what date it is, because I'm retired of age. So I open up my podcast to see if there is someone that have download the episodes, but today it was no one that have done that. You mostly is it you in United States that have a different time zone that download episodes, but I know that many of you have already download episodes every time I have done an episode, and someone have I don't know how it is, but someone download immediately after I have recording and upload the episode on SoundCloud, and it is a little sad that lately those episodes have been the first that is more listener than those other episodes. It's about lower the weight, and that is so it's not a spirit thing in that way to be the one that is most listened to. That is more for the world, but the spirits told you about it, and that belong to the healing also. So that's okay to want to listen, because you know that you need to be more healthy, and how to do it. I know that because my whole life I have tried to lower my weight, and in the beginning my mother forced me the whole time to not force me in that she gave me food that was lean. It was that she talking about it the whole time, and I'd be so tired of it. So when you are nagging about it, it's be like you close your eyes, close your ears. Was it? I have a dyslexia, so I can say wrong words sometimes, and so I was tired of fasting diets, but I have tried all kind of diets, egg diets, pineapple diets. The last time I did try a diet was a keto diet, and that caused me to be 1 week in the hospital, because my liver couldn't take all that grease that is in keto. So that was not my diet, and I believe that to eat normal food, normal basic food, but a little smaller than you eat today. Most of heavy weight people, they overeat. So I have tried to measure my food I eat, not the weight. It is only to take a cup, for example, and you fill that cup up with food, and that's enough. You can measure it in that way, that you decide to. I have bought a plate that is very small. It was very small. I didn't know when I ordered it that it was so small, but it's perfect because I can't have so much food to eat. And then never going back to the kitchen and take some more food. What I have placed on the plate is what I eat and nothing more. So I bring the food to another place far from the kitchen, and that's it. And then is it also to hold the time also. Don't ever eat when you feel hungry. It's you eat when the time in your clock is saying that it's time for you to eat. So I always eat a small breakfast at 7 o'clock. And because I watch the news in that time, but that is only a small breakfast, like drinking yogurt in a cup. And then at 10 I eat the real breakfast. And then about 1 o'clock I eat lunch. And then I take at 4 o'clock I eat. And I can drink like not soda. I drink more water with some taste in it that it have no calories. And I eat till 10 o'clock in the evening. The last meal I take, because I am up. I am awake until after 12 o'clock. So I counted it as what time when I last eat and then when I go to sleep. It's more than 2 hours. So that food have going down in my body, and so that's how I do it. It's about time. Time is very important here on earth, and in heaven there is only one day, and we don't need to know what date it is, what year it is. It's only one day, the whole thing. And I was looking at the episodes. So the most downloaded episode is about suicide. That is very sad, but that also tell me that you need this podcast for your mental health. You need that, and sometimes is it also the body, because you cut yourself and you don't eat as you should. and you drink too much, you take drugs. So you need that for your body also, the whole body. The brain is the mental issue. So the brain belongs to the body. So everything, and then on the third place, doesn't look like it is many download when you look at the latest episode, but people download episodes that I have recording for a long time ago. And so on the third place, I wanted to talk about it because on the third place, where of the most download episodes, that is about hypnosis. And I recording it from a video where I was talking, and it turned out a good quality of the sound of the video. So and many have downloaded. So there is a big interest of hypnosis also. Before I go to the hypnosis, I eat my breakfast now, so I can start to drink a little of the yoga with honey in it. Because it's sour, I don't like it sour. And before I started to do the hypnosis, I check out with my church. You know, I am a member of the Mormon church, and I am not so much into what they say. The man is telling me about the rules of my life. But I wanted to see what the church is saying about hypnosis. If I have to hide it for the church or not. And it says that it's okay to do hypnosis. It's okay to do hypnosis, but it should not be hypnosis as entertainment. The hypnosis should be a personal experience of it. So I was okay to do it because I was not on any show or television when I did hypnosis. It was for me to find out some of the questions. But I never come to that. My most question in the hypnosis was to get answer about UFO and aliens that have been in my life, that they have abduct me and what it is. But it's in the same time is it a little scaring to get the answer. I was frightened that think if they are standing in front of me and with a very scary face like that. So I think I mentally stop it also, and I was thinking I start with a spirit, God, a godly thing that I know about, to see where, and it the first was to know why it took 2.5 hour when God come the first time and talked to me. And he come in to my home, and it was some reason why I saw a clock, and I noticed that time it showed me. And then when everything was going down an end of this that God was talking, there was a clock showing me again. So that was the meaning that I should know how long it was, a long time it was when God was talking to me. But I understood that it can't be only that he was talking to me in 2.5 hours. It must have happened something in that time that I don't remember. So that was the first thing I wanted to know in the hypnosis. And he's this man that hypnosis me. He's a well-educated man in psychology, and he is also a monk, a Buddhist monk, and they are not so much like we think, so much into God, because they think that God is somewhere out there, but he don't do anything. He don't have anything with our planet to do. He's only there, out there, and have this like a central point for all the spirits that is going out over our planet. So he is not involved into the earth. And in some way I can accept it. I can agree to it, because he don't do so much, but he is coming and talking to me, and sometimes, and you have heard him talking through me, and he don't have a body, so that means that he is not walking around on earth. His spirit, his presence is coming here sometimes, but he is not so much. So I agree to this with Buddhism, that he's a central point, but sending out messengers and healer in another way than to come by himself. So that I can accept. I can accept many, and I can accept all religions, because I have seen that all religion have some truth in them. All religion have some part of it that is right, that is in what I have learned from God. So I can accept it, and I accept it because I am not in a religion. Even if I am a member of the Mormon church, I am not a Christian. that I am before Christianity. Before, Jesus was not Christianity. Jesus was not a religion. He was born into a religion, but he was not a religion. And that's what I am now. And the strange thing is that the aliens have told me this, that there is no religion. They don't see it as religion things. So that's and when I heard it, I thought it was, maybe it's because they don't have a soul in them. That's why they're saying this, that they don't feel anything. That's why they say that they don't believe in any religion. But now I am there. I have developed understanding because about how the religion have act on me, that they have not accept me. No religion have accept me. The Mormon Church, I have not heard from them in 2 years now, and so they don't accept me. They don't care for me, and all those religion have been going angry at me and reject me. I am rejected of the whole world. So, but that only confirm that I walk like Jesus. But I am a woman in this generation. I am a woman messenger, and Jesus was a man in his generation. And so the hypnosis that I try to come to talk to, this hypnosis is it is not what I have seen. I have seen sometimes people be hypnotized, but they are not hypnotized in that way that I was, because I lay down on a bed and try to relax, and then he say that I should do this exercise of relaxing to I don't remember how it goes, but like feeling the feet and then feeling the hands and make it harder your body and then soft your body and in and out breathing and this that you that have been in sport, you know how to do this relaxing things without any hypnosis, but only relax. And so he did that on me. And this is the difference between what we see on television in those shows, that I think God make me to have tickling on my nose when I was laying there, and then it continued to take me into hypnosis, and he tell me to go into a house, and at the house, inside the house, it was a book, and then I should write down something. I don't remember what it was that he wanted me to write in the book, and then I walked down in the stair, down deep. That's where the hypnosis take place. That you go down deep, and then this tickling on my nose. I was thinking the first time I was hypnosis. I was thinking I have to stop it because I need to scratch my nose. It's tickling so much on my nose. But I couldn't move anything on my body. I was like paralyzed in the whole body. So I couldn't scratch my nose. But when I start to walk down in the stairs, then it was going away, the tickling. And I understand it was because I was down in hypnosis. I was on my way. And then down in the stairs, I go out in the park and sit on a bench, a sofa in the park, like inside my brain, mentally, spiritual. Is it more? For me, it's spiritual. And I sit there on the bench and I hear Dan the whole time. And he is telling me that how beautiful it is. But that was only the first time he tell me what's in the park, because the second time I was to him 6 times, and those other times I see it by myself. He didn't need to explain for me what I saw. I took my own responsible for everything what happened in heaven. And Dan was very surprised that I was in heaven. He tried to ask me about mentally and psychology things. And I said, that's nothing. That is not what I see and experience of what the world that I come into. And so he didn't. Sometimes I say things that make him be so happy. I heard that he'd be happy when I told him what I heard and saw, because that fit into Buddhism, what I was saying. So he was happy when I told him about Jesus in the garden, that what clothes Jesus had on him, and it was like what they have, those monks in Buddhism, same clothes. So he was very happy that I saw this man, but he was not shaved. His hair was not shaved. He had this long hair. It was Jesus, but he had those clothes that the Buddhism monk have. And then I lost me here a little. I should explain. One time I was in a cave, a dark cave, but it was not really dark. It was dark gray on the side of it, but in the center of this cave, it it was going like a turquoise dark blue line path. So it was not very dark inside in the cave. And suddenly I was standing on a cliff, and the cliff was so thinny, so tiny, so I my feet doesn't fit in the cliff. I was half out with my feet, and standing there and like trying to hold me into the walls in the cave, and I was not frightened. I was only thinking that I must hold me, and it was like a cross. I was looked like, and Dan asked me, well, "What do you see? What do you see?" He will be wondering what's going on, because I was standing there and I say that it's a deep, it's a crack inside the cave, and I can fall down and be killed if I fall now. I say to him that I'm standing here on the cliff and I don't know how to come forward. I was walking forward in the cave until I come to that place. There were no way to go forward, and I heard that Dan be surprised over where I was, and then after a little while I say, I see a light coming from the right side of the cave, on the crack. Just on the crack there come an angel, and then he didn't really understood, or if he wanted to confirm that I was in the spirit world, because he asked me, is she you? He asked me, and I say that I have never been so slim like she is, and she don't look at all like me, I say, because now today I know it's those angels that is coming here. Sometimes they are very slim, and they are white in the skin, but it doesn't have with a race to do, like we on earth talking about. It's only that they are pure. That means the white skin, and it's nothing that have with the world to do. And she have long blonde red hair, and most of the time it is a little wavy hair. She is, and she come to me while I was standing on the cliff there, and she said to me that it's only to walk over to the other side of the crack, because there was a big flat area where I don't need to be scared to fall down in the crack, that I can be saved there. And I trust her. I have faith in her. So I did it. I only take a step out over the crack. And when I did that, I come to the other side. That is very important to know that. It's that I find the faith in her, that the angel that was talking to me, that was the faith. That faith I had, so I could go one step out in the air over the crack that was wide open, and I did it on her words. She didn't help me at all. She only told me to go over the crack to the other side. She told me to do it, and I did it. And that crack, that kind of means that that was that moment I received the spirits coming to me, because that was also a test. If I have faith in them, if I have faith in the spirit world, if I do what they tell me to do, and showing up like she did, she was there. I saw the whole body of her, how she looked like, and she said that I should walk over the crack, go to the other side, and I did. And then on the other side there was a big rock, and after the big rock that was like, it was like a table, I was sitting there because I couldn't move forward, because it was a wall, cave wall in my back, and I sit there at the rock and didn't know what to do next in this. And I think Dan say something to me. I knew that he wanted to end this session, but he didn't say that, but I know it today, that he asked me, what do you see, what do you hear, like that. And I say that I don't see anything more than this rock in front of me. I sit there at the rock, and then I heard a voice from the spirit, and they say that whenever you find, it's a spirit here that confirm what they were saying to me, and they say to me that whenever you are in the end of things that you can't come forward, you ask us, because we are always here with you, and you can talk to us wherever you are. They told me, when you come to the end of your life, that you don't see any future, you don't see any continue of what's going on, if you are in the darkness and you think you don't see the light, then you should ask us, you should talk to us, and we answer you, and we do what's need to be done for you to come forward, to go into the light. And that's it's a faith. That is also a kind of act of faith to have a communication with them, to ask them what to do. But as I always say, you need to go through God, the true God, that God that Dan, the Buddhism, is believing in, that is out there like a firm energy that hold all the energy in him, and then he's sending out messenger with this energy in that he give them. And so it's everything is coming from God in the first place, but they are coming to us because God have sent them, and we can't talk to the angels. We have to ask God to help us. So that's I maybe will talk a little more about hypnosis, because I did it six times, and it was different all the time. I saw and heard many things. I always come to one person that was talking to me, and I have it. I have stored because I told Dan to recording the hypnosis, so he was sending it to me, so I store it, and I will listen at it what was going on, because I don't remember all the details. So I hope you get something from it. I was talking about the weight first, but I'm not going to write it as a title of this episode, so it doesn't trigger those people that is worldly thinking, that they should know the secret of how lower the weight. So I don't do it. I don't sugar these episodes. That time with the weight, it was the spirit that was talking. It was not me that was talking about it. So I have to tell that the spirit was talking about the weight. But now it was me that was talking about lower the weight. So that's not the title of this episode. So I don't trigger all these people that only think worldly and nothing in the spirit way. So thank you for listening, and God bless you.